How do you even begin recruiting? I'm not building at the speed you want. Okay, let me first of all back that up.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jessie Lee. Call me #BossLee, and I hope you love the video you're about to see. I'm pretty sure you will, because it's always content over here. I want to tell you about a couple other things, specifically one that you can also get some more value from. And all you need to do, and you can do it now, just pause this video, is go ahead and text YouTube to 844-277-9762. I'm going to be really upping the text game, and it's literally me texting you back. So if you want to have a more one-on-one conversation with me, enjoy the video, subscribe, comment below, and make sure you text YouTube again to 844-277-9762.
You literally will never build at the speed in which you want. So I say that because it doesn't matter how fast I've gone in business. You know, I'm never satisfied, but I think that's part of the journey, is that you know you are challenging yourself if you don't feel like you are successful or you aren't going as fast as you want to. And then just keep pushing, right? Just keep pushing. When it comes to recruiting, it's a lot more recruiting conversations. It's a lot more courageous conversations. It's a lot more putting yourself out there and getting uncomfortable. And understanding, you know, maybe sometimes you need to sell other people's stories. I certainly had to when I first started. I wasn't selling the Jessie Lee story, okay? Because the Jessie Lee story was, hi, what's up, guys? My name's Jessie Lee. I live in a basement and I'm poor. My car hardly made it here. How's it going? Yeah, like, not a good story. Okay, not a good story. My car, almost broke down on the way here again, and it hardly started, but it got here. Yeah, that wouldn't be, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was trying to sell the dream looking like a nightmare. So I would actually borrow stories. I would tell other people's stories. I would say, I'm in business with somebody who has earned 7 free cars. That was the story at the time, somebody that was in my upline. So I'm in business with someone who's earned 7 free cars. She's gone on multiple trips around the world. She has 2 homes. She's a single mom, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was telling her story of prosperity because I didn't have my own. And so I was just sharing the possibilities. And so I suggest, if you're trying to recruit more and you feel like tell your story for sure. But if you need a story to tell possibilities to somebody, borrow your sponsor or upline story. Maybe it's not your sponsor, but maybe go above. There's somebody up there who's got some kind of crazy story. Sometimes I'll tell Lisa Grossman's story. I love it. I'm like, yeah, like, straight up was in prison and now she's a multimillionaire. 31, this is her 31st full year, so almost 32 years in the profession. And, here goes mom. Here goes mom. Love her.
I muted again. I'm so close. I'm doing this through Restream today because I didn't want to, let me just take my name off. Do I even know how to do that? Nope, I don't. Sure don't. How's everyone doing? Let me throw the live chat on the screen. And what we're going to do is listen to episode 26 and 27 of Jessie Lee Ward's podcast. And this was only 2 years ago. That video that we saw in the beginning was only 2 years ago. So, yes, it's a whole moment. Let me change. I don't know what's up with. This was my background from last night, but it doesn't. I thought I was prepared, but I realized I'm not. I don't know. We'll just leave it because it's not awful. Is it? No, this is bad too. We'll just leave it for now. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not gonna hyper focus on it. I'm saying that more for myself. Let me go ahead and pull up the People's Mentor. How's everyone doing? Hello, Corinthians. Hello, Christina. Hi, Shadow, Harper, Denise, MF. How's everyone doing? If I miss saying hi to someone, Shadow, hello. If I think I'm a little. Normally I do these on Sunday, but I just wanted to stop ruining my Sundays with podcast stuff, and Not that I don't enjoy talking to y'all, but Jessie Lee and some of the stuff she said just kind of makes you feel slimed, or it makes me feel slimed. So that's the issue. So I was like, I'm gonna do it on Saturday, you know? And I'm trying to do this. I'm also sending her something else too, so that's why I haven't sent it out yet, but I'm so excited to send that to her. Corinthians, I hope you really like it. The Mindset Mentor. Did she get her stuff pulled? The People's. And did I get this ready in advance? No, I did not. The People's Mentor. I don't want to subscribe. I want to sort. She hasn't done any podcasts this year? Holy moly. What's today's date? The 14th? She hasn't done any podcasts this year? Holy crap. Okay. So this is episode 26. And we are going to see if y'all can hear. If y'all are ever uploading a podcast, you should have the numbers at the beginning of your title, just for funsies. Because guess what? If your audience actually wants to listen to a specific episode, it's hard to freaking find. 26. All right. And no. Oh, she's about to blast us. Hold on. Let me remove this. And let me figure out. Y'all have to blink twice if you can hear what I'm about to play. Beth, hi, Maru. Hi, everyone. Oh, my God. Let me see if y'all can hear this. I don't want to add it over there, though. I wish it could be small. I don't think anything's going to dox me. Is there a pop out? I don't know. I guess we'll just try it this way. I'll be big, and then the secondary one will be small, and that's what we'll do. I'm doing this to restream because I didn't want to deal with technical difficulties as much, but here we are. I'm just kidding. 7 minutes in, and it's just a whole moment. Let's see. Oh, I could do this. Let me do it in Chrome tab. Why didn't I do this before? All right, let me share Chrome tab. Heck yeah. Share tab audio. And I'm gonna make myself bigger because I'm a narcissist. I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm a narcissist. Let's see. I'm gonna take my participant name off because I think y'all know. Oh, it's me. I'm DeeCee. I'm an MLM dropout, and I react and do videos on the deceptive business and recruiting practices and multi-level marketing. And I like live streaming more than I like uploading pre-done videos because I like talking to you. I love the interaction. I love the commentary. I love the ideas that the live chat gets to share, and I'm here for it. So that's what we do. So yes. I'm trying to figure out why my little tab. It's fine. All right, here we go.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? It is Jessie Lee Ward. You can also call me #BossLee or the People's Mentor. And we're going to jump in straight today on some of my best tips in creating momentum in your life and in your business. So for sure, share this out because this is just something I'm very good at. And I can really attest to that with the businesses I have built, the body I've been able to build, the lifestyle I've been able to build, whatever it is. And I did just upload a new picture to Instagram. So make sure you comment on it. I will be giving away something today. I'll be messaging one of you to mail you a gift from yours truly, Boss Lee. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Of course, we do have a fan of the week. And if you do get some kind of value from this, all I ask you to do is review it on whatever platform it is that you currently listen to the People's Mentor on. I know I'm on pretty much every single podcasting forum there is out there. And so would love for you to leave a review if you get any kind of value from this. So let's go ahead, jump right in and get this podcast started. So I am a true believer that creating momentum in your life is just going to take increasing the things that you know darn well are going to move you forward and decreasing those things and removing those things that are going to hold you back.
Here's my question. After a million years of doing this podcast, by a million years, I mean 4, why is there no catchy intro? Why is there no hey, it's Jessie Lee. I'm the self-proclaimed #1 network marketer in the world, and you're going to be able to get free business tips and life tips, and I'm going to get in the middle of your marriage on this podcast. Oh, wait, she doesn't say that. So, I just... Beth, I'm sorry. There will be
lots of breaks. There's going to be breaks. We're going to have snacks. We're going to get drinks. So, and I've got my safety blanket with me. Oh, sorry. I'm going to turn her down.
I don't know.
And I know that sounds easy breezy lemon squeezy, but I know, just like you do, that living and creating a life that we desire is not, it's not always the easiest thing to achieve, because we currently have habits and cycles that we have to overcome. We have bad habits, bad repeat cycles that we do over and over again. Maybe for some of you, it's you wake up too late. Maybe for some of you, it's constantly eating the things you shouldn't be eating. Maybe for some of you, it's not showing up at events when you should be. Maybe for some of you, it's the fear you feel when you're supposed to be doing the business activities you're supposed to be doing. So by creating momentum, we can move past those and move into and step into the life that we desire, the life we want, and the life that ultimately you deserve. So momentum by its nature, it's going to take a lot of upfront pushing, okay, to get that ball rolling, right? If you think about, of course, like a snowball, it starts itty bitty with one snowflake and then it rolls into something, but you have to do that upfront push, right? A lot of people are not willing to do it, but I'm going to assume if you're listening to this podcast, you are willing to do it. So I'm going to give you some of my tips that have helped create momentum in my life and in my businesses specifically, and hopefully this gets that ball rolling, so to speak, for you. So the first thing is create a picture of success and make it a reality. Guys, vision is everything. I have a vision for my business, my network marketing business. I have visions for my traditional businesses. I have visions for my trading portfolio. I have visions for my family. I have visions for my children. I mean, I literally know what I want my little babies to come out looking like. Isn't that crazy? It's not like I'm pregnant or anything. Gotta get you a man first, right? But you have to visualize so you can get there. So what does success look like for you day to day?
Is that better?
How do you want to spend your time? How do you define success for yourself this year? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, right? Write those visions down and post it somewhere you see it every day. I love when I see you guys with your visions and your goals written out on mirrors. I see Post-it notes on people's laptops. I just saw one on a girl on our team. Her name's Katie. I saw a little Post-it note that said $10,000 was sitting on her, looked like her MacBook, or iMac or something like that. I saw it, right? Somewhere you'll see it every day. On your refrigerator, because you probably eat every day. You guys know my vision boards go on the back of my front door, right? So I visualize it every day. It's crazy, but when you visualize stuff like that, it starts to become a reality. It will help you create momentum. It's not that you necessarily have those things yet. It's that you start visualizing to work towards them. You start acting as if towards them. As an example, it sounds crazy, but since we last spoke, aside from, yesterday, of course, I have had a Rolex on a vision board of mine for a long time.
Why the flippity flop does she have a voice that carries over everything and she's bypassing all of my controls? She's so loud.
I think it's beautiful, and I think it's really cool that I was able to visualize something like that just staring at it every day. So,
oh my God.
That would be my first tip: create your picture of success and make it a reality. You'll naturally find a way to create that kind of image in your mind. I will say, if you start visualizing it, that's when the momentum will start.
She's almost zero on my board at this point.
My next tip to build momentum is know what you love and do what you love. Guys,
I'm turning her down in multiple tabs at this point.
Would you either just fix the problem or just stop complaining?
She's low on my Restream, she's low on Chrome, and she's low on my soundboard.
School, go to a new one or drop out. If you need to go to school and learn a new skill set, do it. Start that business you've always dreamed of. Pick up the crazy hobby you've been thinking about. I'm sorry, but I'm done hearing about how much you hate your life. Get over it.
Hold on.
You're
Let
facing
me
too many
fix this.
roadblocks. You're scared. You don't have time.
You know what? I thought that it was going to be like, we're going to use Restream. There's going to be no technical difficulties. And here we are in 2023, not getting any better at this shit. What is wrong? Why is she freaking echoing? Oh, I know why. Let me try this. We're going to try again. Sorry. Okay. I know there's a delay, so I'm going to not share tab audio. And I'm going to see if it'll play through my board by itself. So I think this is the right one. I don't know. God dang it. All right. I'm just going to rewind. No, I'm not going to rewind it. Who cares?
Money, too many people that are telling you no, too many naysayers. Oh my gosh. Explore your options and take action. I'm over it. All your friends are over it. Your family's over it. You know what you love. Who cares if you're making $1 million if you hate your life?
I think that I fixed it a little bit.
If you wake up every day getting out of bed like that. There is no time like the present. You want to
It was echoing because my sound... Anyways. Nobody needs to know that.
There is no time like the present. My presence is the present. You got me right now. Okay, buddy. All right, speaking of, I want to do a fan of the week. I'll do 2 fans of the week. This one is Katie Shh, which I love that. Katie Shh. All right, and this is real. I really like this review. 5-star review on iTunes. It says, I love her podcasts. She has amazing advice and gives so much motivation. I'll be honest, her voice is high-pitched and can be annoying. Haha, 2 haha faces. But I love everything.
Her voice is high-pitched and can be annoying.
5 stars. Y'all, I can't help it. This is my voice.
Oh my God.
But I'm glad that I can give you some kind of value, and she still gave a 5-star.
Which would be ironic. She's reading someone's name on her Google, her podcast review site. So maybe Apple Podcast or something. Meh. So a technical difficulty with definitely better. So not that this matters, but my soundboard, sometimes the systems that I'm streaming in will pick up everything on my desktop sound. So if you don't have a soundboard though, you would need to, when you're in Restream, click on tab audio. So I had clicked on tab audio, but then Restream was also using my board to pick up all the sound. So it was coming in twice. So when I was turning it down, it wasn't applying. So anyways, technical difficulty.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you, and you are the fan of the week. If you
Sorry.
haven't already, screenshot this episode of the podcast.
I don't know what she's been talking about.
Story, on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on whatever.
14 minutes left, so maybe she's just been talking about bullshit.
You gotta tag me so that I find it, and then I can give a shout out to you. All right, cool. Appreciate you. All right, next, pick a crazy goal if you want to create momentum. So for me and our team, we have a really big, hairy, audacious, scary goal that we are charging towards this month, and we are actually doing a 90-day run. Maybe I'll do a podcast about that.
Okay, so they've been doing.
Man, I'm all out massive action.
They've been doing 90-day runs for 4 years. They did it in 2022. I think they did it in 2021. 5 years. This was in when was this? 2019. So this was in 2019. So 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 4 years of 90-day runs. And she just hit legend or the top rank in Prove It late last year. So I don't know. She's been in Prove It for a while. It took her a long time with her supposedly incredible systems that she just trashed for her 2 buddies, Mateo and Sasha, who came up with something better, apparently. We'll see. Play.
Right now, because this goal will help me step into my vision of success. Okay. So I've written it down multiple times. I've found people who are going to be accountable with me multiple times. I'm finding out other people's goals in our organization to make sure that they are accountable as well. And then I'm doing those things. I'm doing things necessary to make it happen. I have a game plan. Okay. I have a a game plan. I know my goal. There's actually a study that was done. This is crazy. These writing down the goal.
Interestingly enough, speaking of number one network marketer in the world, and this is not exactly related to that, but it would be interesting. In Canada and I think in New York as well, and maybe there's other states, if you make over $100,000, your name gets put on a list of people who make over a certain amount. I don't know what that's like for privacy reasons. I don't know necessarily why they do that, but they obviously have a way to pull financial information from some place to be able to have this list. So would it not be interesting if the network marketing industry, not just business for home, because I don't know if that list is 100% accurate. I think it's a starting place. I don't think that it encompasses everything, but if they actually had access to someone's tax returns or whatever and was able to list who was actually making money in network marketing for transparency purposes, because there's some people saying they're making a lot and they're not. And does it really matter if someone's making a lot? Because just because you can make a lot of money doesn't mean that your downline can make a lot of money. And I think Jessie Lee Ward's proof of that, but so are a lot of top pyramid performers in network marketing. I just thought it would be interesting if there was actual way to pull straight from your tax return to like list top network marketers. Yes, she said that multiple times, and she said that she makes way more than what she's. She also revealed in one of her stories, and I didn't save it, unfortunately, about how much taxes, the amount of taxes she was paying too. And I don't know. I think it's bold to say you're not reporting your whole income, especially with the internet and sharing those videos with the IRS, you know? I'm trying not to say, because Justin Prince says it, and I'm like, I'm never saying it again. After that video with him co-opting Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, I'm just like, no, sir, you're getting added to the list.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? It is Jessie Lee Ward. You can also
What?
hashtag.
Did I skip? Oh my god. Sorry, guys. 14 minutes. 14 minutes left. Sorry. I don't know what I did.
Love that, Katie.
Oh, just kidding. We're over here. I was clicking on one.
It was actually a study conducted amongst a graduating class at Harvard University to see how many had concrete goals around how much money they wanted to make. So some of you might think that it's weird to write down how much money you want to make, how much you want to sell, whatever. The 3% that had written their money goals down 10 years later from Harvard University, that 3% was making more than the other 97% combined. That's powerful. What are your hairy, big, freaky, whatever goals? Write it down and start creating momentum around it. You've got to get power around what you're doing, people. This is so important. My next tip to create momentum is you have got to get rid of your energy vampires. You've got to recharge yourself. Listen, I hate to say this because, I'm throwing myself on a sword, but I allowed somebody to be in my life for the last 4 or 5 months that dragged me down. Like, he woke up late. He was lazy. I know. Gosh, I can't believe this, guys. What was I thinking? Okay, could not close anybody. He just was an energy drainer. And I knew it every time he was around me because I felt sleepy. Have you ever been around somebody who makes you feel sleepy?
No.
Oh, my Lord. I was embarrassed by the fact that he wouldn't show up to stuff, would half butt everything. It was embarrassing, okay?
Is she talking about her boyfriend? This is April 4th, 2019. No, I don't know who she's talking about. Yeah, who freaking cares if you woke up late? Some people need more sleep. Excellent point, Heather.
It was draining me because I was trying to make up for his lack of energy. Ugh. Things that recharge your energy can be anything that inspires you and puts you in a good mood. When he would leave, I would immediately put myself in a room in my house I love, a room that's relaxing to me. I would put on some high vibe and music. I would get back to work. It's like I instantly could fix my energy and recharge myself, go to the gym, eat the right foods, etc. But you've got to get these vampires out of your life, okay? Vampires aren't always evil. They just don't necessarily serve you, okay? So
Vampires are not always evil, they just don't necessarily serve you, or are they not serving the outlook that you have for your downline's life? I mean, let's be specific because she's very opinionated about how your partners support your business, how um your friends support your business, and if they don't meet the criteria, it is you can put good money on the fact that either the team environment in the empire or the leaders within the empire will start villainizing the people who actually care about you. Vampires equal introverts. I'm turning this into a crafting stream and working on the knitting loom. I love that for you, Sherry. I'm working on a scarf. It's a pom-pom scarf. So it's gonna be super long, and I got this pom-pom maker that makes them like this big. So each one is gonna have those on it. So like when you tie the scarf, it will hold down the scarf as well. And I made a matching hat. It's purple. I love it.
get these people out of your life. If you are currently doing activities that you know drain you, I hate to say it, but it's killing your momentum. Like some of you like to drink 4 times a week, whatever, like not get drunk, but you like to have alcohol. Alcohol literally slows you down, people. I'm sorry, it does. Smoking pot, all this stuff that people are into these days, it's your prerogative, but it's slowing you down. I'm going to lap you in success.
So again, we have more evidence in 2019. She went through periods of time, and no, there's no shade. This is specifically talking about Jessie Lee Ward and things that she promoted and then what she promotes now, pretending that she never said these things in the past. So if you are sober or if you don't drink alcohol, I'm not taking away any of that, or I'm not trying to I'm not talking negatively about that. I'm talking about Jessie Lee Ward she either said it last year, I don't know if she said the year before, but she started to drink again, which fine, okay. But when people brought up, hey, I thought you said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, she was like, let me be my own person. And we just saw here that drinking slows you down, according to her. So it is the not remembering what you say on the internet and not being accountable to the history, to the entirety of what you've said on the internet. I found a diamond painting on discount today, so I'm chilling with that. I love that. Yep, having some beers when you're out with friends is fine. Stop judging everyone. Yep.
Repeatedly, like you're still
It's the double standard. And again, everyone can pivot. There's freedom to pivot. It is one thing to pivot and say, hey, I know I did and said this in the past, and I found some new information, I changed my mind, and I'm moving in a different direction. Okay, great. At least acknowledge that you had a different position before. At least do that. We're the live crafts crew. Yes, love it. I should have a craft. Next time we'll do crafts when we listen to Jessie Lee Ward. Yes, Kira, pull out your diamond painting.
On lap 1, I'm going to be on lap 40 because you are engaging in activities that are literally physically slowing down yourself and your brain. Like people are so scared of anxiety and stuff like that. I think anxiety is great because it freaks you out. It makes you.
Anxiety is great. Says someone who's I'm guessing doesn't live with anxiety. It is not great. It is not fun. Let me listen to what she's saying, because let me just rewind it for 10 seconds and we'll listen to it 30 seconds and we'll listen to it again. Damn.
Activities that are literally physically slowing down yourself and your brain. Like people are so scared of anxiety and stuff like that. I think anxiety is great because it freaks you out. It makes you anxious. It makes you go, I'm so nervous. it's kind of like one of those things that's a secret superpower. I don't think your anxiety is a weakness, guys. I think your anxiety, if you flip your mindset around it, can be super powerful. That's just it's my opinion. It's a Jessie Lee show. Okay. So get rid of those low level activities, get rid of those low level foods, get rid of those low level people, and spend more time doing the things and engaging in the things and being around the people that give you energy. Please, okay? So I'm telling you, you've got to. And if you know what the thing.
Can you imagine? And this is, I don't know if this has happened, but can you imagine a Zoom training private call with the Prove It team, and Jessie Lee Ward is leading the call, and there's people on her team who have anxiety or depression or something along those lines, and she is saying you just need to change how you think about your depression and anxiety. It's all in your mind. Just change it, because if you have anxiety, that's great. I think that it takes away from, I think saying things like that take away from the power of and slash potential for mental health struggles if you don't properly address anxiety, I guess. Or if you're listening to someone that you have on a pedestal who says, "Oh, anxiety isn't a real thing." Or just change how you think about it. Or I don't know. Karina, leave while you can. Karina, what's up? I did not forget about you. I just got busy yesterday. Jess, what's up? Hubby's getting payback tomorrow. I'm putting on either Pirot. I'm not pronouncing that right. Or Murder She Wrote on full volume on the TV. He cringes so much from the theme songs. I love Murder She Wrote. I love it.
Are in your life that are your drainers, maybe write them down and then write down a solution next to them. All right? Okay. My next tip for creating momentum in your life is you've got to get rid of fear.
Yeah, we'd already freaking done it.
The greatest source of procrastination is often a deep-seated fear. Fear of success, fear of power, fear of change, fear of ridicule, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, whatever. Guys, who cares? You know what I challenge you to do? Take a daily step forward to remove those fears from your life by simply asking yourself every day, in those situations, when you feel the fear, do it anyway and ask yourself, what would I do right now if I were not afraid? And do that. Remove the fear. Who
just
cares?
Remove it.
You're not always going to
just remove it.
Not be scared, guys. I get scared all the time. Somebody asked me, or somebody told me I might potentially be on their podcast yesterday, and I'm having fear around it, and that means I need to do it. I need to step into
just remove it, just like that. Just like that.
Remove your fears, step forward. What would I do today if I were not afraid? Ask yourself that. Next step towards momentum. Take control of your finances. Guys, listen. If you feel like you're on a treadmill, or let's do Stairmaster because it's me. If you ever feel like you're on a Stairmaster and you're just walking the Stairmaster to nowhere, working more to pay for your ever-increasing bills, and you're like, oh, it seems like the more I work, the more I spend to do the things I don't have time to do while I'm working, right? Instead of cooking food, you're doing takeout food, ordering, delivery, whatever.
Yeah, she doesn't understand. I don't think.
The dry cleaner, whatever. Okay. Y'all know me. Spend money on things that bring you joy. It's like Marie Kondoing your finances. I wrote about this on my Facebook the other day. Marie Kondo your finances by spending on things that bring you joy and cut all the way back on things that don't. Stop.
I mean, I don't think that a mortgage or rent brings anybody joy, but it is a necessity. I didn't mean to go so high. My voice cracked. I don't think man, do we even want to listen to the second episode? I don't know. But this is one of the first ones where we have found evidence of her hypocrisy. So that's good, I guess.
Hemorrhaging your money out on everything. Who even are the Joneses that you're trying to keep up with? Just
Oh,
because I have Chanel
I'm sorry,
sneakers
Sherry.
does not mean you need Chanel sneakers. Just because your friend has a Louis Vuitton bag does not mean that your Target bag is not serving the exact same purpose until you get to that level of income. Make sure what you purchase is in line with your values. Decrease other categories.
So she just talked about Louis Vuitton versus a Target bag. But she, instead of saying buy things that are in line with what you're bringing in monetarily, instead of saying that, she said values. So does that give her carte blanche a carte blanche okay for her to tell her downline to pay for a $25,000 mastermind that they can't afford, or say like you're gonna get your mentoring revoked if you don't buy this 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐍 stuff? Shocker, people on your downline don't make as much money as you, Jessie Lee Ward. They don't. So what things that you can afford, they cannot afford. I'm blow drying my hair. I don't think she's ever felt anxiety in her life if she's talking about it like this. I don't have anxiety, but I got it when my thyroid went bonkers, so now I understand. And if she ever did, it would be debilitating to her because she's so hyper and extroverted.
I'm telling you, use your money to fuel your dreams instead of feeding yourself on the Stairmaster to nowhere of hemorrhaging money to keep up with people. Not necessary. Not necessary. Take control over it. And I'm telling you, if you're focused on that, your energy is going to start flowing towards it in a very beautiful, positive way.
Okay. And I'm sorry I'm continuing to pause this so much. She's talking about not spending money to keep up with people. And yet she, in my opinion, last year, or maybe it was in 2021, forced her downline to buy the 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐍 training, the $25,000 one. And saying that you have to get this. How is that not paying to keep up with her? And pausing her is always welcome. Yep, same dress. I also have a ton of anxiety, but I'm also very neurotic, if that makes sense. So like I'm very aware of negative outcomes of things. So it's when my anxiety's high, it's hard to not focus on all the negative stuff that can happen, and it is debilitating. So using it to fuel my dreams. Okay, that means more fabric, yarn, floss, patterns, etc. Yep. More yarn for me.
Right. All right. My next tip. Actually, I'm gonna do another fan of the week because y'all, there are like 400 5-star reviews on iTunes at this point. I want to make sure I shout out to all y'all. So I'm gonna shout out to Grace P324. 5-star review. This woman is such an inspiration to me and my family. We've been listening and following her for a long time, and my world has changed 1000%. Thank you, Jessie Lee, for being you. About 450 emojis. Love you, babe. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Aw, thanks, Grace. Appreciate you. That review's from like a year ago, so I scrolled way back in time. Love you. Thank you so much. All right, my next tip for building momentum. This is one of my favorites. I got a story to tell. Y'all know Jessie Lee and her stories, right? But it is create a brain trust. And some of you don't know what a brain trust is, and so I want to take you back to the year
Kangen is
2011
such
when I
bullshit,
created
for
St. Brain
sure.
Trust. Okay, a brain trust is a
Did
handful
you-
of people in your life.
So when we were watching her live yesterday, and when I mistakenly took her threat to someone directed towards Karina when it was not, because I was like, what the hell's going on? Jessie Lee Ward said she doesn't want tap water to touch her body. What? That tap water is killing people. And fluoride is killing people. What? Ma'am? What? She said it yesterday. She said she doesn't want tap water like touching her face or her body or anything on her live that she was doing at her $100,000 mastermind.
Who can help you move your life forward. These are
She
people
she wants
who
nothing
provide
toxic
great
touching
insight.
her.
These are people who are high level people. These are people
What? Again, this is so dipping into the phobias that health and wellness MLMs build and prey upon. And I know that she's not in like Young Living or doTERRA or Amare or Kangen or whatever. But saying that, oh, this thing is causing you negative side effects. Not every ingredient impacts people the same way. Now, some ingredients are very like some things are awful, like poisons and whatever, harsh chemicals and stuff like that. But I don't know. Welcome to Norway. Our tap water is renowned, but it beats that 𝐔𝐒𝐄 shit down into the depths of hell. Oh my god, I love it. Just put a Walmart filter on your faucet. Like, duh, don't pay thousands. Like, research. We have Google in case they didn't know. How does she touch herself then? Oh my god, Kira.
who are your peers. These are people who will be honest with you, that are accountability partners, but at a different level. So I joined Ramit Sadie's Brain Trust in 2011. It was a group, only a couple hundred people. We paid $50 a month to be a part of it. We did get training from Ramit on different subjects for sure, which of course he's my finance dude. I love him so much. He's changed my financial future for sure. You should follow him if you don't already and tell him that Jessie Lee sent you. You definitely should do that. He knows me anyway, but let him know where you're getting your info from. It's Ramit, RAMIT, Sadie, SETHI. It's just at Ramit on Instagram, and my Instagram, of course, is IMBOSSLEE. Anyway, so I was in Ramit Sadie's Brain Trust. It's the reason I was able to get in such good shape. I did fitness competitions because people were holding me accountable.
I will say this. I've been to someone's house who does the reverse osmosis and the water tastes incredible. I know it wastes water, but it tastes like, and I don't know. And it tastes so good.
Business from me profiting about $4,000 a month to about $12,000 a month almost instantly. It absolutely gave me the confidence in my presentation when I was telling a story because they pulled it apart. They gave me constructive criticism, amazing, incredible insight. I became instantly accountable on everything I did, whether it was taking photos of my action steps that I said I was going to do every day, whether it was, like I said, going to the gym and taking a selfie at the gym to prove I had gone, whether it was photos of my food, whether it was money that I was putting into a savings account to build to take control of my finances even further. These people were an absolute, I can't even tell you. I don't know where my life would be today if 8 years ago I hadn't done that. So I would find people that I don't want to say,
oh no, Karina.
How can I explain this? You want people that are better than you, but don't reach out to people so far out of your level currently of influence that people are just
Lynn, I'll buy your bottle of water.
Like, I wouldn't ask Ramit to be my account. Well, I might now actually, but back then I would not have asked Ramit to be my accountability partner. It just wouldn't have made sense. We were on totally different levels. It's like you wouldn't reach out to Tony Robbins and say, "Hi, was wondering if you could be my accountability partner." So keep your brain trust, people that are slightly better than you, in my opinion, and people that are going to be responsible enough to hold you accountable, like I said, but not people who are lower level than you, and you know what I'm saying. You be the judge of that, and then not people who are
not people who are lower level than you. What is this elitist crap? What are you talking about? Yes, Karina's new profile picture is fire. Yep. Profile picture.
Gonna say no to you and then feel you feel a little bad about it, right?
Oh my gosh,
All right,
Karina.
so just huge for momentum. That I think was the biggest paradigm shift. And if you get nothing else out of this podcast, create a brain trust. I had to yell. I had to. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. My next tip for creating momentum is you've got to find the time. Some of you, oh my gosh, so many excuses, so little time. You have so many excuses as to say you don't have time to do what you want to do. Yes, you do. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. What's the difference between you and me? I know people with 8 children who'd find time to run multi-million-dollar businesses.
I know people with 8 children who would find the time to run multi-million-dollar businesses. Again, it's the little comments like this that she throws in there that it makes her opportunity sound like a sure thing when it is far from a sure thing. And I'm not saying she doesn't work hard. I'm not saying she didn't work all the time. I'm not saying that she doesn't out recruit her team. I'm not saying that she doesn't win a lot of the competitions that Prove It throws. I'm not saying that she's not a good salesperson. I don't appreciate how she treats people. I don't appreciate the way that she describes her opportunity that gets people to say yes to it. I don't think that it is accurate. I don't think that you can sleep good at night knowing that you're not giving people the full picture so that they can make an informed decision.
I know people who are traveling the world, living on airplanes who have time. I know people who had no money, who found money because they were begging, borrowing, getting credit cards, doing whatever. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear your excuses. If you want it, you find a way. So find the time, because one of the biggest challenges to finding the life
Oh my
we want
gosh,
is finding
Karina.
time to do what we want. I get it. So if you need to sit down and track how you spend your time for a week, literally every minute of every hour, then do that. At the end, tally up the time spent on each thing. How much are you sleeping? How much are you spending time eating? How much time are you spending shopping for the
Karina.
that you need to do? How often are you checking your Facebook feed? Y'all, the other week when Facebook and Instagram like crashed, I don't know what happened. It was like the apocalypse. Did you realize how much time you spend literally just looking at people's news feeds, not actually doing anything worthwhile? Oh my Lord.
She is so judgy. And I mean, coming from a judgy person, I feel like I can say that. To say submit a list about everything that you're doing so that I can say, oh, that's worth it, that's not. That's worth it, that's not. Who are you to say what my time should be spent on? Except apparently you do feel like you can say something, especially with the people who are in your downline, because you make a commission off of them.
Category. Where can you cut time in each area? Be creative and find the time to do what you love, to build your business, to spend time with your family, to do whatever, instead of wasting your time like doing anything else. You've got to find time for what matters to you, especially if you want to create momentum. Like I said, I'm in this 90-day run and it's amazing. As soon as I shifted my focus, I took that 1 degree angle change and said, I'm focusing all in on this. All of a sudden I had all this time. And it's interesting because as soon as I started prioritizing my time down to the literal hour, I know every hour what I'm doing in my day right now, I've been able to do everything. I'm operating at next level efficiency. All right. My next tip for momentum is you've got to let things evolve. So when this flywheel of momentum starts to turn, and you might start today and it might not pay off for 90 days. So you really have to commit to this, guys. Pay attention to clues. Pay attention to connections. Pay attention to what's flowing in. Pay attention to the good things that are bringing you joy. Pay attention to the opportunities that are presented to you, even if they seem like negative opportunities at the time. And allow your future to unfold before your eyes and change in ways you may not have been able to imagine when you first started listening to this podcast.
I couldn't either.
Let it evolve into the life that you deserve. And then lastly, if you want to create momentum, you've got to commit. Commit to these dreams. Commit to your life. Commit to your greatness. Commit to doing those things above that I just listed. At least one of them, please, to move you closer to your dreams. Because we know life is short. We know life is short, but we know life is long. Do not live a long life of, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start when it's convenient. I'll start when my kids are a little older. I'll start when I have a little more money. Shut up! Today, life is short, but life is long. Let's go. Let's live the best life we possibly can. This is not a joke. Y'all, we are not in preschool. We are adults, except for I know a lot of your babies listen to this, okay? Because you listen with them, and I love it because I never curse.
She just said it again. I know a lot of you listen with your babies, and I love that, and that is why I never curse. We're not crazy. At least I'm not crazy. She said it. And then she got so upset when people were saying, I thought you said you didn't curse. And she was like, I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to be my real self. Stop trying to put me in a box. You put yourself in a box, ma'am.
Live the best life you deserve. Your children deserve better. You deserve better. Generations that are not yet born deserve better. So it's not how we spend our days, our in and outs of our days. It's how we're spending our lives. All right, guys. So hopefully you got some tips on how to create a little bit of momentum in your life and in your business. I hope you got value from this. And if you did, I just ask you screenshot this. You share it with some people. You let people know it's time to go, go, go. Let's change our lives. And, share with a friend because it was free 99. My name is Jessie Lee Ward. You can also call me #BossLee or the People's Mentor. Thank you for spending the last 20 minutes with me. I love you. I appreciate you guys. And I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I'm changing the format a little bit of these podcasts because I know a lot of people they only have time for under an hour or something like that. So I know I said 26 and 27. I'm going to end this stream and start a new one so that it can be encased in one video. So I'm going to roll the outro and then start a new stream immediately, and I'm going to update the cover. I'm trying something a little bit different for YouTube analytics. And if you can't join for the next one, that's totally fine. I get it. I'm just doing this to build up, try to do stuff different on my channel. So thanks for joining me. I'm about to hop on to the episode 27 stream, and I will see you in a few minutes, or like a minute. Bye. Okay, where's my outro? No.